guys. Frosty start this morning, -4.
Rolling on day 2 of the Madigan. Cam 6 will be the next thing. 170 to the Hay River turn.
Probably take 4 hours.
Oh, I think it might take more than that.
A bit more.
First trip we did on the DRs from Ferny Bore, we did about 100 k's
Oh, in one day.
in a day.
Oh shit. Okay, I'll peg that back. That prediction. Oh, sounds a bit soft. Hang on, something here. Here's a pole. Cam 6, I reckon.
I reckon it might be. Bush bashing for nothing.
Yep, Cam 6.
It's a thumbs up, Pete.
We're both feeling pretty good here at the moment. We're fresh because it's the start of the day. We've just found our first camp marker. Everything's going well.
I'm on top of a dune, I'll video you, Pete. Perfect.
That's what he wanted.
Get this back wheel into the ditch at least.
2.
3. Dunes are getting bigger.
Yeah, bigger. I think Madigan said that, didn't he?
Yeah, it's a soft, shitty thing, isn't it?
Sure, last time I could lean back a bit, but anyway, no, this time.
If you could keep it to just the panniers, that would be way better.
Yeah.
Just that, but I don't know how you do it. That's a job for Tom, I reckon. He'll get onto it. Riding with Tom.
Riding at Tom. Oh yeah.
Super lightweight camper.
He's nervous, buddy, isn't he?
Yeah.
Yeah.
He'd do this whole trip on backpacking a bottle of water.
After helping Pete lift his bike up, I'm struggling to get my bike back up just from this lean over. I've been riding about 4 hours now and we are getting tired.
This is a crappy one.
Dune after dune, the track goes on. The top of every ridge you look out, hoping for some change in the terrain, something to mark a new phase of the journey. We're approaching Camp 10, the point where Madigan had some serious concerns. There was nothing but sand and spin effects, no feed, no sign of clay pans. Things were grim. Now the keen-eyed among you may have noticed that Camps 10 and 11 are extremely close. In fact, they are barely a mile apart, and that's because after crossing one sand dune the next morning, the party was confronted with a clay pan filled with water and the soil carpeted with feed. They unloaded the camels and let them graze for the day. At Camp 11, there's a sign explaining all that, plus a plaque that indicates the Dead Heart, which marks the middle of the desert for Madigan's expedition.
Crossing the Dead Heart.
Feet are killing me now. It's really hard going, isn't it?
It's a slog.
It's a real slog. stays like this, I don't think I'll get there today. Oh, that hurt. Oh, that is the danger. You there, Pete?
Yeah.
Just having a break, hang on. Belted my foot into something on the ground. Yeah, I don't think I'm going to be able to go much further.
Alright. Start looking?
Yeah, just keep your eye out for something. It's like I'm fighting that all the time.
Yeah.
It's just hard.
Yeah, it's hard work.
I'd rather do it in the early morning when it's
Yeah.
the sand's firmer. Should we aim for maybe Camp 13?
It's about 7.8 roughly.
Might be too far. Anyway.
1.8. 974 metres. There we go. Up here it is.
13.
Only did 140 k's today. Started the day fairly optimistic, but it was tough going. Towards the end of the day especially, just getting more and more weary. And the sand was just soft, and there's just no let up to it. Like even between the dunes, it's just you're up on the pegs the entire day. There are about 30 kilometres to the Eyre River track. That will be tomorrow, and hopefully it will be a lot easier because the sand will be a bit more compacted in the morning.
Leaving Camp 13. 8 o'clock, that's pretty good.
An hour better than yesterday. Bring on the next 35 k's. Come on, sand legs.
Yeah, sand legs. Yeah, glad we pulled up where we did. I was finished. Would have been a mistake.
I was toast.
This is way easier now than yesterday.
Oh, so much easier. It's not my imagination, is it?
No.
No.
That's a pro tip for desert riders.
Yes.
Get going early.
Early the better. You're right. Don't panic.
Don't panic. Five k's to go to Eyre River Track Junction. That will be the end of our Madigan trip.
I've mentioned a few times that we can't get all the way to Birdsville because of flooding. Now, it may sound strange that a desert could be flooded. However, the rain doesn't necessarily fall here. It falls in Queensland's Channel Country, hundreds of kilometres away, and takes weeks or months to flow through the river systems, with a lot of it ending up in the Eyre Creek. The Eyre Creek Crossing is about 50 kilometres from Birdsville, and no matter which desert crossing you take, you need to get across the Eyre Creek to get to Birdsville. This footage of the Eyre Creek bypass crossing was taken a couple of weeks after our trip and just days after it was officially opened. Check out the full video from Andy's epic solo French line desert crossing on his KLR 650, the link in the description below. So for us, instead of following Madigan's track into Birdsville, we will be exiting to the north via the Eyre River track.
Camp 14. Camp 14. Big trees. I guess this is the Eyre River Plains or something, flats. I think when Madigan got here he said something about it. Yeah, for him, he was basically out of danger, and that was the end of it. It was just a matter of getting the Birdsville. Woo! Did it. Excellent. Big tick on the Madigan.
Touch that itch.
Yep.
Done. Probably won't go back, but
No, I don't think I'll do it again.
we're on the right bikes, but the whole logistics of it all was a bit the setup.
And it was pretty hard. Yesterday was hard going.
Yeah, that was hard yakka.
Like, what's that freak?
Down for the count.
Down. Yep, you're down.
2, 3.
Whoop.
And she goes.
Okay. Still quite a pretty difficult track.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
There's no cakewalk. Mountains. I don't think there's much action at Batten Hill Camp anymore. Not much action here.
Very little.
I guess that's the end of the Eyre River Track.
Yes, Eyre River Track is done.
Finished. That last 100 was pretty easy, but that first bit, that's pretty tough. No let up. Jervis Station. I'm calling it Jervis Station. It's probably not. That's our destination for the night. About 80 k's to go. Talking to a guy in a 4-wheel drive. He reckons this next 80 k's is one of the worst roads he's been on. Took him 4 hours to do 72 kilometres. If it's just corrugations, then more speed is usually the answer. This will be the fence line that it follows. Why is it? Tracks always look better over there than they do where you are. Always. Couple of k's to the Plenty Highway, I reckon.
The mighty plenty.
Mighty plenty.
Mighty Marshall.
Would be 8 till 6, it's all good.
Except that I'd assumed they'd be open 7 days a week. Turns out they're closed on Sundays, which was today. However, the lady saw us out there and helped us out by pumping fuel for us. We had done it. We had ridden 2 of the toughest and most remote tracks in Central Australia. In the bit that mattered, the bikes performed flawlessly and both used way less fuel than we thought. As we celebrated that night with the contents of a hip flask, we turned our attention to the last phase of our trip, riding over 3,000 kilometres back to Melbourne in 5 days. Would the bikes make it? Would the riders handle those distances? Tune in to part 5 for the answers.